side view of the 90-gallon Planet Aquarium, and always like looking at the side view. It tells me how my water quality is. You can see all the way through. You can see algae blooms. The water is not really, I'm not using any carbon, and one bag of Chemi Pure on there's probably 93 or 92 gallons of water in here. Doesn't quite do the job, but it does help clear up the water. But this update is not about the freshwater. It is a quick look at the whole tank. This update is about I feel like I've entered a new stage. We have what appears to be the brown, I guess it's called Diatom, on the Fiji dry live rock, and no real updates on the tank other than the algae, which just tells me the whole aging of the tank is just moving forward. Really hard not to go out and buy a handful of fish and throw them in. You get tired of looking at an empty tank, but patience. Substrate is up next, and then once that is in, cleanup crew, some blue-legged crabs, some snails, and then maybe start off with some mushrooms first, and then work my way through a handful of different corals, and then finally some fish. Got some ideas of the type of fish I want, but it'd be more impactful if I just wait until they arrive to announce them. And I'll put in the comments below. I need to clean the glass up top. No new updates on equipment yet. That should be coming in about a week or so. And I'll leave the details of the salinity and temperature below. One change I did make is to the return pump. You can switch the voltage on the Tunze pump, and so it arrived with the 18 volt, and I think you can overdrive it all the way up to 24 volts. I switched out the 18 volt connector for the 22 volt, and this is probably day 38 or so, mid-30s in the cycle process. I'll also put that in the notes below. This is day 42, and starting to get some brown, I guess, diatoms on the rock. And to document that. Still no substrate. day 43. Salinity is sitting at, can't really see it, but it's going to show 1021.1.021. That's via the hydrometer. And get this to focus. There we go. Brown diatoms on the rocks. This was dry live rocks, so it takes usually about 2 months to 3 months for it to fully cycle through. As far as water chemistry, the tank is ready for fish, and I really want to put some fish in there, but I'm doing my best to hold off. First it will be substrate, and then inverts. Then after inverts I'm going to put mushrooms in, and then I will stock the tank with the first fish. What I wanted to show were two things with this. This is the, I think, 43rd day the tank's been running. You can see where the water line used to be, and what I've done just to kind of play with the functions here is I turned the tube. This is the return tube on the right, and then this is the one that's going down. Let me just resituate the camera here. So I turned it up. Normally it's not up like that. Just to see what it would do. It obviously raised the water level of the tank. If I put my finger here, it doesn't really do that much because this is turned. I can actually turn this, and as I turn it, it becomes more and more silent. So I actually keep this turned down, which will lower the water level so that the water level in this area is below the intake, so the water has to drop down, and it allows for surface skimming. And then I've added, get it to focus, I've added the two nozzles. Told you the one that came with the tank, this part right here is a twist on that goes into a Y piece, and then two extension tubes, and one, I believe it's 3-inch flare nozzle right there. And then on this side we have one extension tube, which is kind of covered by the light. You can't really see it. We'll get this to focus, and then the same exit tube. On the return pump, because of the head pressure that was lost from adding these two extension pieces right there, right here. This is actually two pieces. It has to go down and then up, and that was the way that I could get it in the box and get it situated with the amount of space that this Y piece took up. So this Y piece stops here, goes up to here, and then goes all the way back to here. This piece right here is the screw-in piece, and then it goes down into this is 3/4 inch, and then this is 1 inch. So I'm going to turn this actually back down. You can see that I've started a little bit, and then that will make it completely silent, and I'll show you the end result from there. Alright, so we're back, and I have flipped the 1-inch pipe down, and that has caused the surface skimming to start back up, which in turn quiets the whole system and as you can see, it lowers the water level back to the line that you saw earlier. So, and then I have the two outlets above water, which is good just in case, so it prevents any type of back siphoning from occurring. Same thing with this one. And you don't hear as much, even though it has the silencer there, you don't hear as much water when this is below or turned this direction. Alright, and let's see here. One other thing I had come up is I never did a video of my RODI unit, so next up will be, it's not an unboxing because I just didn't think about doing an unboxing. There's so many unboxings of the RODI units online, so I'll spare you another one. And from there I'll just make a point of the water pressure, where I have it located, and then just kind of the setup of the water change station. Alright, happy Thanksgiving, or happy Turkey Day, whichever you prefer. And from there, I have lots to be thankful for, lots of gratitude. For one, this is the first time ever that I've had, financially and the time to set up 2 tanks. So I'm definitely very, very grateful for being able to set up 2 medium-sized tanks. We have the 90-gallon freshwater planet aquarium, and we have a 75-gallon rimless saltwater aquarium. And all the time and research and the budget for both of them, and the computer that runs them and sends me emails, just so much to be grateful for. The folks who make all the products that support the industry,